Okay, chat. We played some cats in Explorer the other day. Today we're bringing some cats and dogs into Historic. So we've got Rin and Siri here. Says whenever you cast a dog spell, you get a 1/1 cat token. Whenever you cast a cat spell, you get a 1/1 dog token. And this can deal damage and gain you life equal to the amount of dogs and cats you control. It's also just a 4/4. We've got Jetmir and some other legendaries here that work well with tokens. We've got Hero, the Precinct One for all of our various multicolored cards. And then we've got some cheap legendaries here at the bottom end of our curve that allow Mox Amber to serve as a form of accelerant in addition to Black Market Tycoon. So interested to see if this feels like it can keep up with what's going on in Historic. This format can be fast and brutal at times, so let's see how it goes. Mean Stig, thank you for the brand new sub. I appreciate you choosing to use your free Prime sub here on the channel this month. And those of you sitting at home wishing you had a free sub to the channel, but you don't have one accessible currently, you don't have Prime or use it somewhere else, remember until tomorrow afternoon, we've got a special promo going on with Dislight. You can earn yourself a free sub by checking out the game using my link there and playing through stage 1-8. Appreciate everybody that does that. We're about 27 off of my 110 goal. Cloudman, thank you for the 8 months. Welcome back. Oh my gosh, I totally clicked best of one and unranked, didn't I? Listen, chat, I've never used the play blade before. Hold on, pause, please. Let me click 800 buttons really quick. Play blade, let it rip. Yep. Yeah, this is pretty reasonable. I think we just risk on one, right? There could be some cute merit to, like, playing it after we hero, but... wanna just chill. And we don't draw a 1, 2, or 3 to play after hero here. We can always just Wellspring. And now this is kind of an interesting one. Do we Black Market Tycoon to get these going sooner? Or do we want a hero? Getting hero down first is nice. It means we're extra wide for Jetmir. So I think that's the line. This lets us Black Market next turn into 4. And then we can Jetmir into 6 on 4. Don't languish me, please. I said please, chat. I said please. Dangazone? Thanks for the 3/4 of a year. Welcome back. Our sleeves are kind of sweet. This deck dies to board wipes. Well, shoot. I am interested to see if Riss is anything other than a 1/1 for 1 at any point during this set. My gut says no, but we'll give it a shake and see how it goes. I'm also a little curious to see... It is, Lucas, yep. I'm also curious to see if this ever feels useful at any given point. Hey, thanks for the Prime, Kenny. Yeah, Explorer's definitely been the most popular format. Probably the one I like the most, too, at the moment. Hey, thanks for doing the promos. Them are cool. Alright, we have a pretty decent attack set up for next turn. To fire up old Bugbear. Crunch on in. This is the part where they play Languish to the Electric Boogaloo. Creature lands. I really love my creature lands. Do 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 do. I agree with that, Sile. I think there's a good chance Mox, Amber, and Riss are just like low quality cards that are kind of being a slave to our theme. We can just like play good cards in those spots. In fact, I definitely think Mox Amber is bad into a removal heavy deck. So I'm gonna cut those and just bring in more threats. We'll see how Riss goes. Riss is double colored though. See my comment about being a slave to your theme yet again. Like we have plenty of ways to trigger hero. I like the idea of Llanowar Elves because then you have you still have 8 accelerants. And then we can play like another 2 or 3 drop. Klothys could be okay. It's just like another generically good multicolor card. Card's pretty good into both Control and Phoenix. Yeah, I agree, Lucas. They did an excellent job with both the audio and visual design into Slight. Easily the best of that type of design in any of those style of games. Speaking of, thanks to whoever finished the promo, appreciate you. And there were 84. Okay, well that rounds out our curve nicely. What is the goal unlock? I get extra $1 dues if I hit 110 people checking out the promo. I get a base rate too, but I get a bonus if we hit the stretch. Joke's on you, opponent. I've got 2 different cards that die to your languish next turn. Ooh, found a piece of candy.
Any geese here?
Never lucky. Never, ever lucky.
Add to the pool, add to the pay.
Isn't gonna be one of them quiet riots, shit. The Thief of Sanity means that Languish is a little bit less bad, because then it's like a 2 for 3 at least, but we'll see. Joke's on you, Thief. Our cards suck. LOL.
A little pick me up before the real fun begins.
I'm also kind of curious how often this would just be better as something else that's multicolored in 4. Like, would this just be better as a... Do we ever put a counter on our 4/4 to play around language? Yeah, like the Fleetfoot Dancer was the card I was thinking of. It's like, yeah, our deck technically has like cats and dogs in it, but a lot of our stuff we're playing out ahead of curve, right? Am I allowed to cut these bad cards for good one crunchy for good ones crunchy, or are you married to these? Well, I'm willing to GM on this course some more, but I think these are just bad. Oh, heroic reinforcements with Janine face sounds like gas. That actually, like, it's good with Hero, too. I'm also, like, as far as, like, cards I'm a sucker for, Heroic Reinforcements is definitely a card I'm a sucker for. And if we're no longer on Mox, Ishimaru is worse than Usher. This card just, like, slaps with most of our deck, right? It's like, it's good with this, it's good with this, it gives us multiple bodies for this. Are there any other good... You think Usher's a scam? I mean, I'm open to other one-drops. I don't love this card either. I could even play Goose to play more acceleration. I just figured we wanted something to curve with. Isumar is just, like, not good. Oh, Esper Sentinel. Yeah, that card's kind of messed up. I guess we don't really have... No, I'm not going to be a Coco deck. Jetmir is the theme. Like, I want to be, like, Jetmir Janine tokens, basically. Is the idea. This card gets a little bit worse, but you don't have ways to pump it up. Is the thing. Is there another good, like, multicolored 2 or 3? Jetmir pumps it. Yeah, I guess. Oh, we talked about Klothys. You want to try hard to get 9 creatures? Yeah, I'd buy that for $1. This isn't going to be a creature a lot of the time, though. Wait, oh, Janine's actually 3 devotion for this, right? Rin and Siri can go. Are there any other, like, go wide 2s or 3s? That's one of the reasons why I liked Usher. I like that this can make multiple bodies. Oh, the dance something or other, right? Join the dance? We have lingering souls at home? That fits Chuki's goal of wanting... Oh, wait. Can we play some Gallia? This card's kind of good with going wide. Like, pretend the hate satyr text doesn't exist. Discarding at random is fine. You get to draw 2 cards. What's the token maker instant card? I don't know what card you're talking about. Oh, I think Raise the Alarm is much worse than this. This is gold and flashes back, Jet. This is gold and flashes back. Alright, let's do it. We accidentally made it his explorer legal. Oh, we did, didn't we? Cutting the bad legends from the 1-drop slot. We're technically explorer legal now. Okay, looking good here. 2, 3, 4, curving right out the door. And I haven't played much Explorer since Phoenix gained Ledger Shredder, huh? This deck just got even better than it was already? It's kind of insane. Preacher, instant, sorcery, land. Oh god, shit. I'm about to get unholy heated for the first time in a long time. And I don't know that I like it. Oh, we didn't die to unholy heat. Glass half full. Nailed it. Sometimes lucky. It's fine, Jen. I think we're gonna die before, we're gonna die before they do the thing. The widget updates in batches every half hour or on the hour, Lucas. It doesn't do it immediately. Appreciate you. That was fun. Magic is fun. I enjoyed myself. I mean, even if they didn't have exact lethal there, we're still dead by a lot. Shit. Well, you know what? We probably don't have enough legends to play this card anymore. I should cut this from the board. That was there for the first draft. Joke's on you, opponent. I don't have anything I wanted to ramp into anyways. They play some amount of Crackling Drinks usually beat. Our opponent discarded one last game. That could be okay, Crunchy. I could see that being better than the training Dorko that we're playing. Because the training Dorko got a bit worse when we added heroic reinforcements. Crunchy, since this deck's now Explorer legal, do you have preference if we play Historic or Explorer? Sure, your submission, so your call. That is kind of funny, too. Yeah, this opponent hasn't played any historic legal cards either. So we're kind of playing Explorer right now. We're just in here. We just don't have a board. All right, I like the idea of Charm, and I'm gonna flip to Explorer, I think. Like, Explorer is a lower power level format overall. So I think there's value in our deck. If your deck is a brew and it's legal in both Explorer and Historic, you're probably better off at Explorer. And if we're going to Explorer, I want more fries. And fry is very good. Oh, yeah, that's true. Expressive Iteration is now no longer Explorer legal, but is Historic. Is big true. Looking for something to fill out the early part of our curve. I guess this is a touch awkward. I think Den's still our best creature land. What's going on, Hippopotamus? Hopefully your meeting wouldn't have been better off as an eval. Thanks for the 11 months. Either way, welcome back. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Do 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 do. That's honestly one of the better parts about not getting paid hourly is when someone asks me for a meeting, I'm like, okay, could this be an email? Do you need to actually have a face-to-face about this? Why do you think that's the case? Could this be handled via Discord, DM? It does, Hacksaw. Thank you. Chapter 1 is 1-8. The ticker updates every half hour. So I'll take a second. No one responds unless you book a call. That's so obnoxious. You can decline to answer, Pixie, but I'm curious. Are most of the people you work with in your industry boomers, or are they millennials and zoomers? Hey, Judgeinator. Thanks for hanging out for almost 5 years. Welcome back. We got a couple of different things we could do this turn. I think I'm gonna attack with these. Settles uncommon and Wanderer doesn't, What do we think about killing this shark? I think we kill the shark, huh? We can also give 1/1 in trample. Nah, killing the shark's better, I think. Ah, large institution, yes. Always lose efficiency the bigger they get. If they can't deal with Jetmir here, our Den of the Bugbear should hopefully be lethal next turn. Yeah, because they chump here and then they take a bunch. Jetmir making Den of the Bugbear attack for 6 is very good. You love to see it. I really didn't account for this deck when I was building my sideboard. Maybe this matchup makes, maybe Runestone is better than Rest in Peace because of this matchup. So, this deck would almost assuredly be worse in Standard, even if you could play it card for card there, because there's more Meat Hook Massacres in Standard than there are in Explorer. Like, there's not 0 Meat Hooks in this format, but there's definitely less than there are in Standard. Yeah, our Rip should probably just be Runestones. Because Runestone actually has better synergy with Klothys, too, because Klothys can still exile things and deal damage while Runestone's in play. So I'll make that swap, since it's a little bit better in this matchup and with Klothys. Keep extra green for Janine. Okay, I mean, if we hit lands 3 and 4 on curve, this hand's kind of sick. I mean, at least Chain Whirler you could play 2 toughness things against, right? The fact that Meat Hook scales like it does is just so brutal. All right, well, Usher at least fills the curve here this turn. So, unfortunately, Shark Typhoon's gonna get to eat the Usher, but it does at least spend our mana this turn. Well, they're 4-color Transmog Greed. I missed the Chariot in the last game. Hero plus Janine is kind of sweet, he says before getting Sweltering Suns. Oh, do they not have Sweltering Suns? That's so good for us. Hey, Houston. Thank you for the 13 months. Welcome back. Well, that was a kind of decent turn. We mulligan to 5 this game too. The advantage of Weathered Runestone over Grafdigger's Cage. Grafdigger's Cage doesn't stop Parahelion. I don't know that I would say Farewell is too powerful at 6 mana, but I would definitely say that Farewell is one of my least favorite designs in recent memory. It's just one of those cards, it's just like, all of the things you're supposed to be able to do to have counterplay against control sweepers, Farewell just shrugs against, is like, nah, brah, you don't get to do that. Just like, big ol' nope. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Really great curve here. At least Planar Cleansing had a more prohibitive mana cost. And it didn't let you pick, right? Like that last game, for example, like my opponent got to Farewell and they got to keep their Chariot, right? Like Planar Cleansing didn't allow them to do stuff like that. Alright, hopefully they just like Fable the Mirrorbreaker next turn and we crunch them. Please concede. Yeah. That's the good stuff right there, chat. That's the good stuff right there. I love heroic reinforcements. It's my favorite. Alright, so the rips, I think the Domries are actually kind of medium the way we've added more non-creature spells to the deck. So let's go, I'm gonna do a 3rd Klothys and then 3 Runestones. Oh, what Rope Line Attendant does. Oh, it's a historic card. Never mind. Don't care. No longer care. Yeah. Business says 623 years. Welcome back. Hearse is fine. It doesn't cover a transmog though. I also think Hearse is probably worse than Rest in Peace if you're in white. I like the reason why we switched to Runestone was because it works with it works against the transmog decks that have been popular. Had to do a quick mental check there that if I played this land, I could cast Jinnie off of it. The mana cost on this card is trippy. You're like, wait, it costs how much? Most of the transmog decks have not been playing creativity because they're Fires of Invention decks. There's Trample on the next one. Okay. I think we kill them next turn, right? Pretty close. So they go block 8, block 5, block 5, block 1. And so they take 2, 7, 13, 17. Yeah, it looks lethal. Sick. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Yeah, zoom, zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Didn't quite make it to the double strike, but also didn't need it. No, I don't think we double spell frequently enough, Crunchy. It's like feels like the big thing is like getting these like 4 mana payoffs. Feel like the big thing that we're doing. When Galta looks at an attack and trembles, yep. Solid beats. I think I'm on the click submit plan, chat.
Hey Daddy, do you have the switch case?
The switch case? No, I just have my switch.
Okay.
It's probably lost in that disaster of basement.
I mean, it's...
Chat, there's a reason why the only thing you see on my camera is this very lovely backdrop, okay? I live in a house with 3 small children, and it turns out the more space that you have, the more room there is for disaster. I'm gonna choose to block warriors and keep this hand on the draw. Hand meat cookie jar, so long, Llanowar Elves. Nailed it. Wish. Easy game. Easy game. Woohoo! Yes, we get to Jetmir into Dance plus Charm into Heroic Reinforcements. This is where we flood. Yeah, probably. Gosh, didn't draw a land this turn. Pretty unlucky. What do we think of Heroic Reinforcements, attack with everything except for one, leave ourselves dead to removal? Is that the play to win line? They don't play that much removal typically in their archetype. Because if we draw untapped land next turn, we can even double charm. You want to leave back 2? Yeah, maybe leaving back 2 is fine. Because like we're putting them to 5 versus putting them to 3 is the same. Yeah, maybe we are supposed to play around 1 removal spell. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I think you're right. Actually, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't count. Oh, we would have actually died still leaving 2 back. Okay, sure. All right, so well, there's no way I'm even considering leaving back 3 things. I think you could argue for 2, but I definitely dying to the double removal. Nah, charming the 1/1 is never correct. Hindsight decisions are bad. If your decision wasn't correct with the information you had at the time, it's incorrect at the future. I don't care about their thing attacking, chat. I'm talking about how do we win the game, not how do we lose more slowly. Killing their 1/1 is answering the question, how do I lose more slowly? Don't play to lose slowly, play to win. I know all of you at home like feel bad because we lost the game, but you have to like remove yourself from the variance of what actually happened in the moment and talk about what's likely to happen in the match based on probabilities. Bad players look back on their line and go, oh, I should have done the other thing because of what happened. Good players look back on the thing and go, oh, did I make the correct decision with the information that I had on the time and the things that were likely to happen? Don't be results oriented. Look at the big picture and ask yourself, you know, what is the likelihood of what occurring? It's like that game, chat. Am I supposed to go add 2 more lands to my deck now because I died to mulliganing? No, our deck is fine. We got unlucky. Let's play the next match. I agree with Tang. I think looking back on it and thinking it through, leaving back 2 things was probably fine. because I'm very likely to still kill them the following turn, leaving 2 things back. Leaving 3 things back, I'm incredibly unlikely to kill them the following turn, so that's not right. So even looking back and asking myself what's the correct play with the decisions that I made, we still end up losing that game, and that's okay. Who's got 2 thumbs and dies the sweltering sun? This guy right here. Those lands don't cast sweltering suns. Magic the Gathering. They didn't cast Sweltering Suns, chat. I was correct. Calm down. I know you all can't handle me being right this frequently, but I was right.
Run away. Listen, Sister. Let your blade do the talking.
I think we're dead here regardless, right?
May your blade start true.
I'm gonna take the tactical line of hoping they don't draw the sweeper this time. Well, I think we actually lead on Black Market Tycoon here because I would like to be able to double spell next turn if we spike a land. Hey, thanks, Samalander. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's like less than 10 minutes. The game's actually pretty good. Woo, had a few of them. Up to 88. Thanks, folks. Its visuals do have a bit of a download. Yeah. I know as Magic the Gathering Arena players, we're really used to pieces of software, especially on mobile, that have very minimal downloads and don't download large updates every time the client updates. So apologies. Well, at least I'm no longer clueless. Hey, listen, chat, glass half full. At least they don't get to Divine Purge us in this format after they cast Fate Flapsins. It does, yeah, Roth. I technically have until early afternoon tomorrow. The campaign closes out. Hey, Happy, thanks for the brand new Prime. Welcome to the channel this afternoon. Thanks for the follow. Welcome on in. All right, so they're gonna get to smack us with the Baneslayer Angel. Do I join the dance to get 5 things in play? Yeah, if I flash back to join the dance, the charm can kill the angel next turn, technically. I don't know if we're coming back from here, but I think this is our best shot. Maybe I'm supposed to draw with the clue there, actually. I get a bonus if I get to 110. Eldude. Maybe I'm supposed to do it while they're tapped out, though. No, they might Reflection the Baneslayer again here. It's a shame we're 1 creature short of fully enabling Jetmir. I just had 1 more land. So we hero, and then we charm to kill a Ledger Shredder, and then next turn Jetmir is lethal. BDP, thank you for the 44 months. I appreciate the Prime. Welcome back. So small mistake on their part. They should definitely target their smaller Ledger Shredder. So when I have removal again, they don't get got. I don't know if this is still lethal, but it's all we got, so. Probably is. Looks lethal. Each of these is 8, right? Jetmir's got that big energy, chat. Really just barely lethal. Yep. Close, but no cigar. Do I consider Fries, so we saw Shredders and Bane Slayers? Maybe? Maybe that's a good call. Okay. I think our first 2 to 3 plays are just all dead here. Having all of your starting plays die is pretty typical in Magic the Gathering. It's very fun, exciting, and replayable gameplay. Our opponent has passed all of their removal checks. Why are we letting me untap? Like, wait, why? Right? Yes, you bounced it during my draw step. Resolves. Like, what are we doing? Okay. Got me. Washington. Thanks for the 2.5 years. Welcome back. Glad you enjoy the YouTube stuff. Thanks for keeping me around. What is wrong with blue players, chat? Do they need help? Are blue players getting the help that they need? They had God's... I mean, if I had God's willing, they should do it while I'm tapped out, right? Right? If that's their concern. The extra stops give you more wrinkles in your brain. Mood. I'm not blocking with Jetmir because it plays into Clarion. This is a good TLDR of playing against Control in 2022. You talk about how you're playing around one sweeper and they have one of the 6 other sweepers that their deck happens to be playing instead. Our ledger shredders glued together. It looks that way. Words of a feather shred together. Mood. wasn't sure if I wanted to charm the Kiki or be able to pump my stuff or kill like a Ledger Shredder in response to them targeting it. Oh, I guess this lets them copy the Cavalier. I forgot about the treasure token. We're actually super dead because of that mistake. Because this dying on my end step actually brings Reflection of the Kiki back to their hand and they get to kill their Kiki in response. So yeah, I guess I should have done it on my turn. I don't know. We're probably still host there regardless because I like had Endless Sweeper and removals for another game in a row. I don't know. Playing creatures in 2022 feels hard, chat. There's definitely a big damper on my enjoyment of Magic the Gathering. Which is honestly part of the reason why I think Winota was great for the format was because you like sweepers weren't great against her, right? Because you just like built the board back up. You needed just spot removal, so not having to play against endless sweeper was refreshing. To claim your gift sub for the Dislike promo, just send me a DM on Twitch, Twitter, or Discord. A screenshot of the stage 1-8 completed. Then only old Llanowar Elves. Hey, Peabody. Thanks for the 20 months. Welcome back. Hey, look, chat. It's another Yorion control deck. Hey, chat, who let the cats out? Who? Do, 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 do. I probably want Fry against the Elementals deck, right? It's probably better than this Charm. This kills both their Omnaths. Okay, that's the play. Join the dance making 2/2/2s with haste is pretty good. My kingdom for a Razor Verge Thicket, chat. I really hope we get the other fast. I really hope they finish out the land cycles and Pioneers sooner rather than later. I think that was one of the biggest mistakes they made with Modern, was waiting way too long to finish out the land cycles. Have to get a Fastland reprint soon, right? Me and 2015, yep. Yep, exactly right, Jerry. Ooh, okay, so quick maths now. If I Usher into Heroic, I hit 6 creatures. They block this. So I think we're actually just Janine into Usher this turn and to set up for this next turn. Yeah, because if I draw untapped land next turn, we can actually Heroic and then Usher Boast inside of combat off with a Llanowar Elf with Vigilance to trigger the last text on Jetmir. Untapped land is lethal. Another Jetmir. That might actually be lethal too. We'll see. Any one drop would have also done it, is correct. So they go block, 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 block. And then they're effectively at 22 because of Kenrith. So they'll take 1, 2, 3. So they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11. Plus 12 is 23. I believe they're taking 23. I believe they're taking 23 and they're at 22 effectively. Well, I have another Heroic Reinforcements in my hand, right? And like, they're not going anywhere. So like, if this isn't lethal, I want to wait to Heroic Reinforcements because next turn's definitely lethal. Well, the ones that sacrifice to make something indestructible don't have 2 power, Dylan. But like, this is an instance where like, if we had a land, the Usher would be really good, right? Reinforcements with Janine has been a ton of fun. Oh gosh! Oh gosh, we hit for exactly enough because I forgot they could put a 1/1 counter. Oh man, I'm glad we were 1 over. I thought I factored everything. I forgot their creatures were lands that tapped for mana and they could give a 1/1 counter. So I thought we were 1 over, but we were actually Exexies. Good stuff, good stuff. Kenrith has a lot of words and stuff. To be fair, I missed the Ashaya words is what I missed there. I missed that Ashaya was letting them make 2 more mana. Even if we didn't kill them, their board was wiped. I think so. I think so. 40 gems, we're rich! I'll try not to spend them all in one place. thank you for the 36 months. Welcome back. Unfortunately, I have to mulligan otherwise reasonable hand due to mana. Down to 5 we go. Down to 5 we go. Heidi ho the cheerio. Down to 5 we go. Well, I need double red ever, right? Our 5's pretty good. Turn 2, Janine. Turn 3, join the dance with Janine. Even if they kill the elf, we get to join on 2, still curve out. Hey, look, chat. It's another Yorion deck. They really need to just get rid of the companion mechanic. I'm so sick of it. Please, please, for the love of God. Just delete it from all of Magic. Please concede. Scatter this guy. Yes! Cantrip away! Please concede. please concede. They're dead on board even if they kill Janine. Hasten bar or on upkeep, something like that. Okay, so against their control deck, Klothys definitely comes in. He's very, very nice. I think we trim a couple of charms and maybe a Llanowar Elf. Maybe a Black Market Tycoon, actually. Let's do that. One drops are good. Listen, chat, Tycoon plus Yasharn is just good deck building, okay? Tycoon ramps into Yasharn. It's everything you want to be doing in life. I don't really care about my life total this matchup, so I'm going to play the Vantage this turn to hedge drawing another Vantage next turn. Klothys, I hardly do. Absorb me, daddy.
Focused and disciplined, you hone your prowess.
It's a little windy in here, Chip. I think Janine's going on the bottom.
just the trick for this.
Does our deck draw any cards? I guess killing Narset is good because killing Narset lets us not have to worry about Yorion blinking it. Send these at their face and I'm missing the token at Narset. I need to kill them. Well, at least some pressure going towards them. I
was not prepared for this.
Decline playing into absorb here and just attack. Technically, memory lapse is not banned. It is just not legal. All right, let's draw a red source. On chat, we at least have turn 2 Janine, because she's red optional. Thanks to folks who checked out the Dislike promo. Appreciate you. Mighty close to 110.
Prowess is unmatched. Meditate.
The reinforcements there was correct. It could have been right to just attack them for 4 and then like charm on their turn. 10, 13. Yeah, I forgot to change the title when we switched to Explorer. That's fine. This is going to be the last match, so we're going to switch over to Snap for a bit. Oh, by the way, for my Magic regulars, I am volunteering at Cub Scout Day Camp for 2 days next week on Tuesday and Wednesday. So I'm actually going to be live on Sunday this weekend with some magic. To make up for taking some days off next week. So this is going to be the last of our magic for today. We're going to snap for a little bit and then play some Pokemon Unite. But we'll be back with more magic on Sunday. This deck actually ended up in a pretty okay spot, huh? We like swapped from historic and some cutesy 1-drops to like heroic reinforcements and Jinnie and heroic reinforcements and Jetmir. Both seemed like pretty reasonable, powerful cards. The charm was nice and flexible. I think we used all 3 modes on this at different points. This is probably the best Hero of the Precinct One deck we've played so far, and that was in large part because, like, you look at the cards we're playing, we're not really playing any of these cards because they're multicolored. We're playing Hero because we want to play a bunch of good multicolored cards, and that's definitely the way you want to approach playing with this card. You don't want to, like, put Hero in your deck, pick colors, put bad cards in because they trigger Hero. You want to, like, build a deck and look at it and go, oh, I have a bunch of good cards that work with Hero. Let's play Hero. And Hero happens to have synergies with the other stuff that we're doing too on top of that, right? Like Jinnie lets your Hero tokens be better. Jetmir really likes that Hero's going wide for you. I couldn't believe that we triggered the double strike on Jetmir at 2 different points during that set. So, yeah. And then also as a final comment, we started with historic, but I'm going to upload this video to YouTube with the Explorer tag, I think, because we played a majority of it in Explorer. But I am excited for all of the YouTube comments inevitably underneath the video that will be, hey, Jeff, you tagged this video wrong. It's actually historic. Yeah, sweet shell, Crunchy. These two are fun together. I liked it. Is an Explorer Hoots on the table? At a minimum, we are not going to be doing another Hoots until the fall. I'm not 100% sure if the series is ever going to be coming back, but fall at the earliest, like September. There's just a lot of work to put on, and I've been doing the Pokemon Unite commentary things on the weekend, and those pay better than Hoots do. To set a low bar. Hoots was mostly a labor of love and a break-even deal. And the last couple of Hoots lasted like 12 hours. And while I pay my friends to work production, it's really hard to talk other adults that I can trust into doing production stuff well into like being glued to their computer for 12 hours to help me run a tournament. The couple of my buddies that I've been roping into helping me run stuff, they were like, the last couple were like long, and that's not something we can really control, so. All right, let's snap for a bit.